Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Jennifer's Lair. If you're new here guys, my name is Jennifer. I love Halloween. I love cats. I love supernatural. I love paranormal things. I love spooky things. I love music. So if any of those things you like, well, you found a good channel. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that bell for notifications of my newest videos. Today, guys, welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome everyone. I appreciate you guys so very much. I just wanted to say thank you guys again from my heart that you guys have subscribed and also for viewing and also leaving comments. I really appreciate everything. This is supposed to be just a fun channel thing for me and stuff like that, and I'm finding it very therapeutic. I also am trying to work on some things for myself, but you guys are actually tagging along, like reading things and stuff like that, because I'm not very good about, I stumble upon words sometimes. I know what they are, but it's just hard for me to read sometimes, so I'm trying to get better on my reading. So you guys are kind of a part of that. And I appreciate all the support you guys give me and for you watching and being part of the spooky family. Today we're going to get into another video. I did do a video on like fun facts for Halloween and like a hangout with me type of thing. And I did have some really fun facts for you guys. And then I did like the things that symbolize Halloween and how they became entwined and was part of the theme of Halloween now. So it was like from colors to bats to cats to witches brooms to candy corn to, apples and all that stuff. So if you guys haven't, go back and watch that video because this next part is kind of like a part 2, if you will, to that video. I decided to do some, because I'm from Minnesota. So I decided to do this whole video on Anoka, Minnesota, because it's one of the capitals of Halloween. Now, the second capital would be, go figure, Salem, Massachusetts, which I have cousins and I have an aunt that lives there and my uncle lived there, but my uncle passed away a while back. So, but I really want to visit them because I haven't been able to visit them. So I think it would be cool so I could see some of the hocus pocus things and I could go to witchy stores. And I want to spend more than one day there because I think it would just be so much fun. And Halloween Happy lives there too. Hi, Halloween Happy, if you're watching this. I highly doubt you will be, but hey, she's a YouTuber, guys. Check her out. She lives in Salem, which I'm kind of jelly. I'm jelly about that. Anyways, guys, so we're going to do a video on Anoka, Minnesota. And I will tell you, where to find some of these landmarks that celebrate Halloween and places to go. I have addresses for you guys and things like that. And lots of information about why Anoka is, the Halloween capital of the world. Why is it? We're going to get into that. We're going to answer that question in this video. So let's do it. Here is a cute little thing I ran off. And it says Anoka 1920, established in 1920, the Halloween capital of the world. And here's some cute little pumpkins. I think this is super cool, guys. So we're going to find out why that is. So I am going to read an article that I found online. And this is AnokaHalloween.com. I think that's where this article came from. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually drinking some Baja Blast. It's my last bottle of the season because I don't think that they go, this is like, Baja Blast is basically a summer drink, which really sucks. But I think, you can find it at, Taco Bell or whatever. You can probably find it there year round. But for the bottles, like I like to drink the bottles, I've got cans too. This is my last bottle, and it's actually expired. Shh, don't tell anyone. I normally don't do that, but come on, it's Bob Blast. I can't waste it. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to read you some stuff. I apologize ahead of time because this is real and raw on Jennifer's Lair, and I do not, I'm just not very good at reading. I'm trying to get better, so you guys are a part of this. But I never claim to be perfect, and I'm not going to edit the videos out. So, I mean, my mistakes are going to be for you guys to see. So, it is what it is, basically. I'm trying, you know. Also, if you see my hands, well, I dyed my hair, and so it dyed my fingernails, which I probably should have just put some black nail polish over it and just been done. But I really don't like doing my nails. I hate it. Like, I cannot keep them. I cannot keep them polished. I cannot keep them long. I end up, like, basically chopping them off, like, really small. I can grow them long, but they just get snagged on everything. And since I do so much around the house and stuff like that, I don't got time for that. Like, they get in the way, and they are just annoying. So I just end up cropping them off. I do have, like, Color Street stuff, which I have to do a video on yet, which I haven't done one. And they're old Color Street things. It's not like they're new or anything for me. I think I bought them, like, around last fall or something like that. I wanted to try something different or whatever, but I just haven't had the time. Like, I was trying to move in this room, and I've been constantly decorating, constantly cleaning the house. I've been taking care of, you know, cats and, you know, all of that good stuff. Like, I don't have time to do my nails. I just don't got the time for it. But I would like to, but it's just not happening. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, let's hang out and let's talk about Anoka, Minnesota. Originally I'm from Minnesota, if you guys didn't know. I'm from, well, I was born in Owatonna, Minnesota. So, but Anoka's up towards the cities. So let's read about Anoka. The history of Anoka, Halloween capital of the world. Anoka, Minnesota is believed to be the first city in the United States to put on a Halloween celebration to divert its youngsters from Halloween pranks. When Anokians awoke to find their cows roaming Main Street, windows soaked, and outhouses tipped over, they decided something had to be done. But what? A costume parade and block party seemed like the perfect trick. Halloween became a wonderful distraction for our town for generations to come. And we wouldn't have it any other way. The crisp of the season, the creativity of the shops, the schools, the costumes, the laughter, the food, the fun, and the parties. There are so many reasons to love the month of October, and baby, we count those blessings every day around here. So I've got like a timeline here. And so I am going to read a little bit of the timeline, and it's basically, I wrote myself a note saying page number 2 has been taken away. So I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just because it wasn't important, or it might have been because I had an extra page or something and counted it twice. Because I am numbering the pages up here on the thing. I number the pages so in case they get like, because I'm not stapling these together. So like, just in case they get like, you know, messed up, I know exactly what page we're on. Anyways, okay, so there's a timeline here. So we're going to read the timeline and find out more information. The timeline is 1920, getting organized. In 1920, George Green and other Anoka civic leaders suggest the idea of a giant celebration. The idea was adopted by the Anoka Commercial Club and Anoka Kians Club, both giving them full support. In September of that year, a Halloween committee was organized. Working hand in hand were businessmen, teachers from the Anoka public and parochial schools, parents, and students. For weeks before the big event, more than 1,000 Anoka school children made plans and costumes for the big event. Man, I think they need to talk to our city council in town. Just saying. Oh, I would love that too much. 1920, taking it down Main Street. A parade was scheduled for the event. Participants included local and neighboring bands, drum corps, the Anoka Police and Fire Departments, the Keans Club, the Commercial Club, and the Anoka National Guard, all working together to make the evening a success. Afterward, hundreds of bags of popcorn, candy, peanuts, and other treats were given away to children who marched in the parade, and everyone was invited to a large bonfire that was staged at Bridge Square. Celebrations have been held every year since 1920, with the exception of 1942 and 1943, when the festivities were canceled because of World War II. 1937, taking it to the capital. By the 1930s, the festivities had expanded, as had the attendance at the parades. There was over 2,000 costumed children marching down Main Street. It was estimated that 20,000 spectators lined the streets to watch this nighttime spectacle. In 1937, a 12-year-old, Harold Blair, donning a sweater established with the Halloween capital Isinga, carried with him to Washington, D.C., a proclamation naming Anoka Halloween capital of the world. That is so neat. I freaking love it. 1937. Wait a minute. Is this? Okay, wait a minute. I got two. For some reason, I got two of these. 1960. Here we go. Ever-evolving celebration. Anoka has always worked to keep a family spirit alive in its Halloween festivities. Activities have included pillow fights, a kangaroo court, fireworks displays, royalty coronations, concerts, dances, window painting contests, house decorating contests, celebrity appearances, costume contests, style shows, storytelling races, and in the 1960s, a snake dance that took long lines of participants in and out of area businesses and homes. 1968. 1968, okay, Miss Anoka joins the party. In 1968, marked the first year that Miss Anoka joined in on Anoka Halloween Capital of the World festivities. 1970. Okay, guys, just a few minutes ago, I thought I heard a owl. Oh, that's not an owl. That's a dog. There was an owl out my window the other night. Now, we live in town, so it's weird because we get deers, we get owls. I've seen some opossum. I've seen a whole bunch of different animals here, and it's crazy. I feel like we're living in a zoo. Because the deers come right up to the house, and they actually ate my flowers this year. So next year, hopefully, since the light is so bright out there, we've got a motion light, and it'll go off. And our motion light fell and broke after a storm, so we had to get a new one. So now I'm hoping that they'll leave my flowers alone. I don't think they like the motion light so much. And there's something going on with my ear again. It's kind of itchy. I think I have allergies from, ragweed. It's 'tis the season or close to it. And I get really bad allergies during that time where my eyes itch, my nose itches, and my ears itch and stuff. So, sorry about that, guys. Okay, anyways, 1970, winners of the dating game. The winners of the TV game show, The Dating Game, were awarded with a trip to Anoka to ride in the Halloween parade. Today, the tradition lives on. Anoka Halloween Capital of the World celebration continues to be world-class. Participation in the night parade and Grand Day parade has grown to include units from all over the Midwest. The original concept of having costume students parade down Main Street continues on well on Friday, preceding the Grand Day Parade. Anoka residents can watch their grandchildren or great-grandchildren continue the tradition they started so many years ago. So that is just super cool, guys. There's more information. So basically, Anoka County, they got together and they put a parade together because basically Devil's Night was a bad situation for Halloween. Now, I am going to be doing a history of Halloween video at some point here. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year because I have to look up like so much information. I don't want to feed you guys wrong information. I want to be dead on, especially because this holiday is like not just the holiday for me. It's a lifestyle, and I want to make sure that I get every little bit of detail correct. I don't want to leave anything out. I want to make sure that I get all of my information correct. So it may take me till next year to do it or whatever, but I am going to do a video on history of Halloween. I'm just giving you a little bit tidbits here and there about Halloween, but I want to go and do the whole video. I've watched several of them, and several of them have some of them have different things in them. I want to make sure that I am doing justice to Halloween. So we will get into that later on. Just know that it is coming and that I am going to plan on doing it. Because I enjoy doing these videos with like information. Because then I can tell you guys like this is what this article is saying. Like I can read it to you and then you know what I mean? Like the article. So, and sorry about it, my neighbor's dog's barking again. It's like late, and sometimes they leave their dog out. So, all right, so here we go again, and I'm sorry. I have to apologize for my yawning because, well, this is my second video tonight, and I'm probably going to be trying to get a couple more accomplished tonight because I want to make sure that I'm doing 2 videos a day. A week, I mean, for you guys. So I'm doing like Wednesdays and Fridays. And one video, like during the Halloween season here, has been a haul video. And then I want to do one like other video. And if you see a little head, that's Mooney. Mooney, what are you doing, honey? Yeah? She's talking to me. You're cute. You're a cupie. You're cute. Yeah, you're cute. I was waiting for her to talk to me again, but she didn't. She's cleaning herself now. And we actually, Charmy's not in here, I don't think. But, okay. Well, we're going to just go on. But anyways, so, let's just get into this and just know that there will be a full history of Halloween. I just really want to make sure I get my facts straight. Everything is good and I'm not having mistakes. But if I do mistake something, I apologize for it. But for now, let's get back into this. The last part of the articles that I did read. It was from the Anoka Halloween.com. That's where I got this. This is from the Smithsonian magazine. So, and I will show you this person's name here for that wrote the article. So we're going to get into this. What makes this Minnesota town the Halloween capital of the world? Good question. We really want to know that. For nearly a century, Anoka has been celebrated this spooky holiday like no other city. And this article was by a travel correspondent, Jennifer Nelwicki, and it was printed up in October 25th, 2019. So, here you go. This is who's writing this, the rest of, or some of this information, and there's the things down below. Okay. Okay, so for the past 99 years, Anoka, Minnesota has been celebrating Halloween like no other city in the world. No city in the country or the world does Halloween quite like Anoka, Minnesota. For almost a century, residents of the small Minnesota town located around about 20 miles northwest of Minneapolis have been holding a community-wide celebration in honor of October 31st, eventually earning the town of nearly 18,000 the title of Halloween capital of the world. It all began on November 1st, 1919, which is okay. So I'll tell you about a little bit about 1919. This is weird, this year. The same year that this came into play was the year that one of my ghost stories, he passed away in 1919. So that's kind of weird to me. His name was Ralph Garland, and I did a video on him, guys. He's a ghost haunting Waseca County Courthouse. You can look it up yourself. You can do some research on it or whatever, but there's also my video. So go back and check it out because it is up. It's there. I've got a whole bunch of articles, or an article or two that I've read. And I also have pictures of the Waseca County Courthouse and things. My dad actually had some things or some stories about that, because he actually saw him and things like that. But you got to go back and watch the video. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But that's kind of crazy that the year that he passed away was actually the year that they started this. So that's kind of a weird situation, weird coincidence. Okay, so it all began on November 1st, 1919, the day after Halloween, when Anoka residents woke up to a prank of epic proportions at the hands of some of the local youth. As the sun rose, community members were greeted by wagons parked on rooftops, overturned outhouses, and cows roaming freely throughout downtown and inside the halls of the county jail. Oh my God, the county jail. They had cows. Could you imagine that? Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny. To prevent a similar, where am I? To prevent a similar debacle from happening the following year, civic leaders banded together to create a Halloween celebration that would not only prove entertaining for people of all ages, but would also curb any attempts at future hijinks. Before the initial event, the pranks were getting bigger and bigger, with kids throwing chickens off the buildings, says John Jost, who serves as a chair of Celebration's 100th anniversary, which will occur in 2020. It had to stop. That was the purpose of the celebration, to divert pranksters and keep them busy. Fortunately, the plan worked, and every year since 1920, save for 1942 and 1943 due to World War II, Anoka has been holding Halloween festivities that include a parade, loads of treats, and minimal tricks. These days, the annual event has increased into a month-long celebration that draws Halloween lovers from around Minnesota, the United States, and even the world, swelling the population to 60,000 throughout October. Most people hear about the celebration by word of mouth. Anoka installed a pumpkin roundabout in 2017. So it's like a pebble being dropped into a pond. So I'll show you the pictures in a little bit, but because there's information on there too that I wrote, so I want to make sure I get that information to you guys. Okay. It's like a pebble being dropped into a pond. It's really the people of Anoka who want to enjoy the homeland or hometown festival, and then they bring along relatives and friends who tell others about it. It says Karen George, president of Halloween Incorporated, the nonprofit organization responsible for executing Anoka's Halloween celebration. I recently met a younger couple who said that they love Halloween so much that they decided to move here. See, I wish I could do that, but my husband's job will not allow that. I only freaking would wish. These days, the Halloween celebration includes 3 parades rather than 1, including the nighttime light up the night parade, showcasing illuminated parade, balloons that travel down Main Street, followed by the Grand Day Parade, a 3-hour spectacular that weaves through the town. Other events include a pumpkin carving contest, a bonfire, a house decorating contest, trick-or-treating, a carnival, and pumpkin smashing event to compost all those used pumpkins. That's actually quite a good thing. That's kind of nice that they do all this. Okay, and so I am going to now show you some photos. Here's a picture of a Mr. Skeleton. And you know what? That song gets stuck in my head. It's a creepy, spooky skeleton or something like that. It's getting stuck in my head. And I went to Target and I was shopping for some Halloween stuff. And that song was in my head. And then it was also in my head at Dollar Tree. Oh, shoot. When I get it bad, I get it bad. What can I say? And here is some pictures of some really, really big pumpkins. Those are really cool, by the way. Those are neat. Then we have World's Halloween Capital, Anoka. That would be, I love their flags. I want one of these in my yard. That'd be so cool. I would love that. I mean, it's cute. Why not? And then we have the roundabout, which, by the way, I hate roundabouts, but this one is so cute. I would love this roundabout. Just saying. Love it, love it, love it. And then we have Anoka Halloween Capital of the World gift shop. My lips are kind of dry. I think it's that time of the year now where I'm going to have to start using my chapstick a little bit more, which I have Halloween chapstick, pumpkin chapstick. So I have to break that bad boy out. And here is the Halloween Capital. I think that's a store that you can go in. Don't mind my nails, guys. Again, I keep forgetting I'm showing you guys my nails, and they're really bad right now. I am going to share with you guys, in case you guys want to go here and stuff like that. I'm going to share with you guys some addresses of a couple things. But I just wanted to show you guys the pictures first. Okay, so we'll start out with this one. And then I'll work my way back. So this one here is, you know what, I can't read it. Anoka, the Halloween capital, and it's printed off in purple, and I can't read this. But anyways, here's the address for it. It says location 2015 First Avenue, Anoka, Minnesota 55303. Parking City Hall lot in front of building. So this is part of their, I believe this is the city, what is it called? Like the City Hall building. That's right. City Hall building. I believe that's where that is sitting at. So the building behind it must be City Hall. So just so you guys know, there's the address to that one. And the address for the Halloween capital, a mural of advertises the town's converted bunker. Location 500 West Main Street, Anoka, Minnesota 55303. Located on backside of Anoka Shopping Center. So this mural thing is located on the back of the shopping center, Anoka Shopping Center. So if you ever want to go to the mural and check it out, you guys can. See what other addresses I got for you. That one's the same thing. That's the mural. This one, the Anoka Halloween Capital of the World gift shop is, location is 1925 1/2 2nd Avenue South, Anoka, Minnesota 55303. This is walking distance from the City Hall. So from the City Hall, which I showed you where that was, that's where the Anoka shop is. So that's where the shop is located. So it's within walking distance of the City Hall, which is awesome. Okay. So this one, the Roundabout, is Jack-o'-lantern Roundabout. Location behind Anoka Middle School, 1523 South 5th Avenue, Anoka, Minnesota 55303. Intersection of Washington Street, 4th Avenue, and Military Road. So there's the roundabout again, that beautiful roundabout. I don't really like roundabouts, but that's really a cool one. And I don't even know how you would get a picture of that, because you would have to be, maybe there's a building right here. Oh, excuse me. Maybe there's like a building like right here or something. So maybe you could go up on it and maybe take a picture. I think that's pretty cool, but I think that's taken maybe from a drone, maybe, or something like that, you know. And I think there's also Anoka Halloween Centennial County Historical Society. I'm sorry, I did not get the address to this. I meant to look it up, and I completely forgot. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, guys. This picture here, by the way, is a picture of the largest pumpkin contest. And it's courtesy of Halloween Incorporated, this photo is. So, trying to get my hand out of the way so I can actually credit them for it. But that's where that photo came from. And this one's from courtesy of Halloween Incorp also. this little skeleton guy, Mr. Skeleton. So now that you guys know about Anoka County, it's kind of cool that, you know, Halloween capital of the world is one of those places that, you know, you would kind of least expect it, but there is reasons for it. So, and I wish that our town would follow, but I know that's not going to happen. It would be awesome if other towns would follow and do some things like that. But then, of course, Anoka County wouldn't be that big parade that you know of now, because people would be back in their own hometowns doing stuff like that. But I still think it would be fun. This year, I'm still waiting to find out if they're going to still do like the tombstone, like the gravestone things. Before, I want to say before COVID happened, in this town, they had like a grave, like a tombstone thing. And they actually you could go and follow them to the different graveyards in town. Raven's coming, my cat. So I gotta try and close up this book before she mingles it, because I've got other things that I've actually got to read from this book yet. It's my big ass, my notebook full of information. Anyways, guys, what I was getting at is they had this like thing in town here, which was really, really cool. And I really wanted to go to it, but then COVID hit and then we never got to do it. But it's like this historical society, I think it put it on for us. People would dress up like, you know, like some of the most popular like settlers, and like from like some of the old, you know, school things, like, you know, from like the olden times. And they would dress up at their tombstones and they would tell the story of the person who died, and they would pretend like they were them. And I just think that would be so cool, because, you know, I love digging into the history. When I found out that we were like getting this house or whatever, I started digging around into history and stuff like that. And I did find out that the Mr. Clark, he actually was one of the first settlers here, and that's why you know, there's places named after him and everything like that. And anyways, Mr. Clark, he actually purchased this lot of land, and I believe like some of the ones like from us and all that stuff. And he was a banker, and the first woman settler was his wife. So I just think that was kind of cool for, like, you know, being in this town and everything. Because I knew zero about this town and the history of it and stuff. I mean, I know now I know a little bit more about this town, and I find the history intriguing. But some of the history, like, I think that they're trying to cover it up. And, yeah. That part of it's like kind of iffy for me right now, because and I know I keep talking about this hospital, but there's a hospital that was actually, you know, a hospital, then it turned into a jail, and there's hauntings there, and people have said that they've seen things and they've heard things and everything. And there was an article, and the article is still up, but the stuff, all the comments have been taken down, or, you know what I'm saying, like hidden so no one can see them. Talk about drive me crazy, because I've read them. I've read that people have actually experienced a lot of hauntings in that place. Well, now they're renovating it. And you know what renovations do to ghosts, because I believe in ghosts. I believe in paranormal things, and I know exactly what that means. You're going to stir it up. And they don't want the people to read these comments and everything, because they want to rent these places out. Those places are haunted. I guarantee, like, they're going to have people moving in and out of there, like, really quick. And I kind of can't wait to see, like, if there's any stories that come out of things, you know, there and everything. I would love to just, like, interview people and just be like, okay, so what happened in what apartment? Because I have a bad feeling that there's going to be some things going on in there. And I bet, I'm wondering if any of the workers are having any weird experiences that they can't explain. Because underneath these articles, I swear to God, now, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to find them and maybe I won't. But I swear to God, I knew I should have took pictures. Because a while back, before the hospital or whatever, there was comments like when it was a jail and then nobody was in there for a while. But all these comments started popping up underneath this article, and people were actually telling their stories about, you know, their experiences with the paranormal in that building. And it got to the point where where some investigators wanted to actually come in, paranormal investigators, and investigate the building after the jail was there no more. And the towns basically said, we don't have any insurance. So we would rather have you not do that because, it would be a liability for the city if you got hurt or something happened in the building. So the investigators were like, well, we'll come back, we'll get our own insurance. Well, by the time, I don't know if they got their own insurance or not or whatever, but if they wanted to do it, they wouldn't be able to do it now because they've already got, they're already like doing, they're taking out the windows, which was bulletproof glass, and they're taking out the windows and they're putting other glass in there, and they're taking off the front of the building, but they're still going to name it after the landmark of the Irish Hospital. So it's going to be called Irish Hospital Apartments. So you guys can look that up later. I mean, this town's trying to hush it, but I know better. People know better. People talk around here. It's a small town. You're gonna hear things. So I think they're trying to hush because they want people to rent that place. But I guarantee it's going to be full of activity of paranormal now because they've taken out the cell bars because, like I said, this used to be a hospital, but now it's a jail, or it was a jail, and now they're taking out all of the stuff from the jail, like all of the bars and things like that. So now you've got all of this activity. Well, it's bound to stir up something. And I'm just curious because the person who bought this place is from Wisconsin. So they have no idea about what they have just purchased and what they're doing. And I think that's why our town wants to keep it hush hush, because they don't want anyone to know, because they don't want any turmoil. They don't want any of that. But the building's already been bought. But still, I mean, you got to think about this. Life and death go into the hospital, right? I mean, you've got lots of life and death situations there, which makes it a lot of high energy because you've got souls coming in the world and going out of the world. So think about it like that. Then you have the jail. Well, guess what? There's a lot of traumatic experience with the jail as well. So you've got all this stuff, you've got all these things happening, and it's like, really? Like, and they're trying to just cover it up, but I don't buy it. I do not buy it, and that's between us, but I think something's there, and they're trying to cover it up, and they don't want people to know about it because they want to rent these places out. And so, guys, what do you think? It's food for thought. At the end of the video, I throw this in. Shoop. But no, seriously, like, there's all kinds of things happening around here, and like nobody wants to really check into anything. Like the corner house on a corner, They actually were, like, when the Irish hospital shut down because the doctor was on vacation or something like that, they would go to this corner house that's down the street. And they would go there instead. That would be the clinic for however long the Irish hospital was closed for. So, and I did read that too. And there's other hot spots in town that I've read about. And there's different meanings and things that have happened there in significance. So, yeah. So, you know, if there's something going on, I'm going to find it. But guys, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I enjoy bringing them to you. I'm sorry I don't have any information on Salem as of yet, and I want to do a history of Halloween video, and I would like to follow up and do some other little things here and there, which I'm hoping to do. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. You guys stay tuned for more spooky content, hauls, and videos like this, like hang out with me and let's just talk about Halloween, talk about, you know, things like that. I'm going to have a movie suggestion list coming up, and there's going to be a bunch of other spooky things. So stay tuned to my channel. And if you haven't already and would like to, please join our spooky family. We would really appreciate it. And we would love to have you. I love hearing from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Also, guys, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the notification bells, because that will tell you when I upload new videos. Okay, guys, well, stay spooky, stay safe, stay spooktacular. Until next time, and have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this. And thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for subscribing and for returning and viewing my videos and leaving comments and everything. I really appreciate it very, very much. I hope you guys are having an awesome night or day, and hopefully you guys are staying spooky and you're getting everything you want on your wish list. And I hope that you have learned a little bit more about Halloween, the spooky time of year that we love. And I hope you guys will stay safe and be nice to everybody. And I'll see you next time on Jennifer's Lair. Bye.